What's going on, everybody? It may be a little dark out. Going for a beautiful walk around the neighborhood right now. It's a nice night. Anyways, y'all already know who it is. Your number one source for the sauce, Mr. One Shot, One Take. YouTube just sent the notification out, it looks like. I'm going to try to take this one a little slow and save all the important stuff for the end so we can get some people in here. But y'all know, usually I don't really cover it. Well, if y'all do watch me or used to watch me, I don't really cover cases like this. Well, I do Chicago news, if anything, and celebrities. If something happens to a celebrity, maybe. But this guy, David, with the 4, I just found out about him, to be honest, when this situation happened. And I was not going to make a video about it. But something about this situation just keeps screaming odd to me the more and more things I hear. Let me make sure the chat's working, because I want to hear what the chat got to say also. Can y'all hear me, chat? Oh, what's going on together? Now I see y'all. See, I ain't even have the chat on. All right. My bot Rix, he's always late. He'll be in here in about 2 minutes. That's why I said I'm going to start with all the... Y'all know me. When I do these cases, I'm going to do it like I do them in the Chicago cases. I dissect the shit out of them. We going to make, we going to make common sense out of it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, how you been together? So like I said, I wasn't really going to cover this case, but there's something about this case, and it also feels a little sinister too. Is it just me together? Like they're rubbing it in our face. I don't know who's behind this kid. Like I said, I never heard about him until I heard about, this situation. I don't know who's behind him. I don't know what's behind him. You know what I'm saying? But there's something sinister. There's something weird about all this. And we're going to get into it in this video. And I want to say the minimum why I think that is why he hasn't even been picked up for questioning yet. Like, the minimum, at least, he could have been picked up for questioning. What's going on, Prey? You came over from Kick? What's going on, Chunky? I appreciate the love, y'all. So we're talking about this David and this Celeste situation, how weird and crazy and insane this thing is getting as the days go on, and this man still has not even been brought in for questioning yet. Thank you, bro. You don't stop by the Kick no more. Like, first of all, like I said, I'm going to start with the little things and then we'll get to the big things. Y'all hit that like button so more people can get in here. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the chat room. So, first of all, this guy was seen with the girl. Am I tweaking or not? He was seen with the 15-year-old girl, Celeste. They keep saying it's another girl, another person. No. He was seen with the girl in her neighborhood, right? They got pictures. He was seen with her in her neighborhood talking to her friends. That's already a crime right there, bro. This wasn't 2 years ago. This wasn't last year. Wasn't it a couple months, if that? So, bro, first of all, you should be picked up for questioning just off that alone, that you're with a freaking minor who's 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me they got this camera, this video proof, her friend saying that you dating. I don't want to say too much because it's YouTube. You meeting the minor and they're not going to even bring you in for question? And now also a Tesla. That's like a Lamborghini, y'all. Who, first of all, when you get a Tesla, bro, that's a brand new Tesla. That's not a 1999 Toyota. You know what I'm saying? You are not telling me that Tesla got all these owners to it. You know what I'm saying? Track who the hell's Tesla that is. Him being the last person, just that being his Tesla alone is another reason for him to be questioned. That's what I'm saying, why this case makes absolutely no sense. I don't know who this dude is. I don't know who is behind this dude. But I don't understand. Not to mention how much cases Teslas are already solved. Even with rappers from, the cameras and stuff in them. Solved the Julio Fulio case. Remember, I don't know how they did that, but a Tesla parked in the driveway caught the whole thing. But you're telling me this Tesla can't find whoever put this, I don't want to say too much because YouTube, but this body in pieces in the trunk. Come on now. Or drove anywhere in this car. Let's start with the person who owns the damn car, right or wrong. And who is that? Come on now. And not only that, guys, we didn't even get to the part. Is it too dark for y'all? We didn't even get to the part yet where this guy got a song called, what is it? Homicide Romance. Where this guy got music talking about it. Where this guy got other creepy shit and stuff about it. Wearing her wig colors and all that stuff. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, we about to get back in the light. Something ain't right about this, I'm telling y'all. So that Tesla was sitting in that spot, right? So who had it insured and who had it licensed? Who had it insured and who had it registered for it not to be towed? Because in the news, what did they say? They say that they went by there, they left the ticket, they came back another 30 days or whatever, put another ticket on there, and that's how it got towed after being there for like 120 days or some crazy shit. So who had it insured that long and registered? You know what I'm saying? It should have been towed because it was in that spot. If the car wasn't insured or registered, that's how we do things around my area. Especially a Tesla, that's just gonna stand out. Oh, who's insured? Who's this insured to? In case something happens to it, you know what I mean? Whose Tesla is this? And that's another thing, like I said, a Tesla. It's not a Toyota. When everybody knows who drives a Tesla, you know what I'm saying? This guy was on a world tour, so obviously he was somebody and he owned one. I didn't know who the hell he was. That's why I'm saying, who is this guy? But come on, he either had the car or he let somebody use it when he went on tour. I don't even think it happened when he went on tour. It was a little before that. Allegedly. Y'all know what I'm saying? What's y'all thoughts? It ain't looking good for him, that's for sure. But yeah, it's like they pushing it in our face too, more and more every day. Oh, she was found like this. Oh, she was found with somebody else. Oh no, she wasn't found with somebody else. Oh, her toxicology hasn't came out yet. Why not? You know what I mean? We still haven't found out if it's still inconclusive. Like, They're playing with us. Oh, dude, this dude got some type of power, some type of money. But a 15-year-old girl, too? Come on now. And they doing her like this. You can't even bring this guy in for question. It's not like he was even one of the last people seen with her. Like what kind of detectives do solve crimes like that where you don't even talk to the last people seen with the little girl? First of all, she's a minor and he wasn't even supposed to be with her, which is already a weird trait in itself. You know what I'm saying? Which means this guy got weird traits and does weird things. Why is he meeting up with minors? Why is he taking minors away from their house on tour? Allegedly, let's say. But that's already something that stand out in a red flag, right or wrong. So there's so much shit that screams out about this dude's name. Crazy. Anybody else? I think they would done grabbed their ass already. And now they're trying to say some crazy BS too, like, oh, it's been there too long to find out who did it and all that. What? Bro, what? Listen to everything I just said. Who was the last people she was seen with? Who was the car registered to? Like, make this shit make sense. Who was claiming each other? You know what I'm saying? Now, it is possible, allegedly, he could have maybe had somebody else do it. That's the only thing I can think of. Cause I can't get the fact out of my head that that's his Tesla. With GPS, with cameras in it. You're telling me they can't access the GPS and find out what house it came from and what it did. Like, that, this is a severe case, I think. Like, I don't want to say too much because this is YouTube, but y'all know what happened. And y'all tell me they can't track this damn freaking Tesla? What house it was coming from and stuff? The last time it moved? Because it's been still for the last couple months? I'm sure that wouldn't be too hard. That's why I said something sinister and something ain't right about this. But hit that like button. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, y'all. Peace out, everybody. Thank you for stopping by together, everybody. Chunky. What's going on, Pray? Thank you for the love, Pray. What's going on together? How you been? What do you think about the situation? Alright, yeah, I'm hearing that story too. That's another thing. So that's another thing that goes to my main question. Why hasn't the cops brought this guy in for questioning? The bare minimum. You don't even got to arrest him. You haven't even questioned the guy yet. Yes, the family knows everything. We got footage with him last seen with the minor, a 15-year-old girl. The teacher, she admitted it to the teacher, David with the 4, right? He told the class. And you're telling me that the cops or these detectives, First 48, is not gonna go question this guy? Even if he gets his lawyer. At least go try and make him say, I need my lawyer. And then still talk to him. Something's weird about it, bro. So he was on a world tour when it happened. He had another weird thing, like you would say, yeah, but he wrote, what's the songs about? Him in the video of songs putting people in the trunk. You seen that video? What's that about? Yeah. Takes a while. So then that's what I'm saying. This thing is sinister. It's more sinister than we think. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what this guy is. But they rubbing it in our face. Listen to this song. It's back on the charts again. Romantic Homicide. You don't think that's a coincidence together? That song's back on the charts. I don't know this guy from a damn hole in the wall. Pac-Man, we back in here. I never heard of him before neither. Until this situation happened. Like, is this all part of a ritual or some shit? Because nobody's ever heard of him, unfortunately. And now his song Romantic Homicide, I guess it was on the charts when it first came out. It's back on the charts again because all this bullshit. Go Google it. It's probably one of the only songs he does have out. And that's what it's called. Then he got a video where he's putting a body in a trunk, a female. And then he's got a song where he's rapping to her and she's no longer here anymore. I'm telling you, bro, he's sick. Got the same tattoo as her on his finger. Shh. So if he had nothing to do with it, I'm thinking he knows something. Because you was just so buddy-buddy and so close with her. The last couple of months you was seen with her in her neighborhood. We got pictures of. You went and tattooed your finger. Shh. You know what I'm saying? She was a young girl, so... Exactly. Is he speaking out in his music? That's what a lot of these rappers do. That's why they're always telling on themselves and getting in trouble. Then they try not to use their music in court. That's very true. A lot of people do tell in their music. But do you see what I'm saying? So anyways, like I'm saying, the cops should bring him into question together and ask him everything I'm asking you. Who's the Tesla insured to right now? Who's it registered to? If it's still insured to him, why are you still paying insurance for this Tesla? Why is the Tesla registered to you? Come on. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot about the manager too. But then again, like the manager ain't right Romantic Homicide, and what the hell you putting bodies in your trunk in your videos for, my boy? You know what I'm saying? And then there's a lot of crazy other shit too. I can't remember right now too. Like, what'd he do? There's a picture he put on her wig, a blue wig that she had before in a picture. Like, he did a lot of like creepy things. Like, I don't know, like things to rub in our faces or what. Like, talking about it. And what else did he do? People are saying there's another person. I don't know. It's getting crazy. At first, I was starting to think, is this shit AI? But then I'm like, nah, because then all the friends and the family started vouching. Yeah, this shit could sacrifice or something. Because this dude ain't no... Oh, he thinks that's what it is. Because ain't nobody ever heard of this dude. All of a sudden, he did this. He started making music about it. Maybe he thought he was doing something. And then all of a sudden, you know, he went on a world tour. He left his Tesla there. And he took... And now he's taking off. Blowing up. Name everywhere. In every article. Some clout is a hell of a drug, yo. What did Pac-Man say? Somebody, oh, I forgot, y'all. I gotta put my hand on the screen to see the messages. Sorry if I missed some of your messages together. They put a message in their music like dry snitching. Yup. Oh, yeah, the ferret's a girl. She's doing good. She's about, what, 3-4 years now? Yup. I gotta show you her sometimes. She's doing real good. I brought her outside, actually, last time. I held her and brought her out because I want to get no ticks or nothing. It's dark over there. I don't want it to get too dark on you. So yeah, something is weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then another thing, he's on world tour. Like, you on world tour. Like, who needs the Tesla anyways, right? You know what I'm saying? And then, like, the girl was so young. It's not like she was 30, 20, together and she had 10 different industry boyfriends. You know what I mean? It's not like she was one of these girls that were dating men that's all in the industry. Because from the last person she was with, nah, nobody knew who she was, what she was. Am I right or wrong? So, he's probably about the only person that wanted her and was obsessed with her, which by the looks of it, he looked obsessed. Yeah, I think he had to stop it to lawyer up and stuff. Right? Because they kept saying he had to stop his tour. Maybe bad press, I don't know. It wouldn't be good for him to keep touring. Possible. Child. You remember what we used to talk about before on my channel, before I got demonetized? That stuff probably bigger than ever right now. That all that trafficking and stuff like that. Things crazy, yeah. But yeah, that was the only thing I was thinking maybe the manager. The manager stayed at the house he rented, because then now they saying too that he also had a house that was in his name right in near this area where the car was too. I'm like, oh hell no, this is too much of a coincidence. Like, did they plan it? Did they try to frame this dude, or it was it the manager or him? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That can be the only three answers. I'm like, it had to be him or the manager. Once they said, oh, and he had a house near the car, I'm like, oh, come on. Now you got the whole package. And you still ain't questioning the dude. I don't get that. I don't understand why they don't want to question him and get answers. Like, hey, bro, what'd you do with your Tesla last? You know what I'm saying? Did you sell your Tesla? That thing had dirt that was 3 feet deep on it. Did you see it? Like, that last time somebody left it there and they haven't came back. Nobody touched it. Nothing. Thank you, together. I just got my hair cut. I'm getting old, too. 33 now. Celeste. What's crazy too, like what I said, I first thought it was maybe an AI or something, because I know I haven't seen no videos of her talking, doing anything. This AI shit's getting big. He's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's being pushed in our face too much. He making songs about it. Like, is this guy that dumb? but the police don't pick him up. Makes no sense to me. Like, bro, you really made the song Romantic Homicide. Listen to me together. He made the song Romantic Homicide. He got a video where he's putting a body in the trunk. Of course, a fake body in a trunk. Around the same time, you know what I'm saying? That gotta mean something. And you don't think that's questionable, at least? Exactly. I just can't believe how blatant they are with it. They gonna be that blatant with it, though, now? Like, everybody knows it and they flip it out. That's why I made a video. And I wasn't even gonna make a video. Like I said, I don't usually cover cases like this unless you're Ozzy Osbourne, a big celebrity. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who the hell David is, huh? But just this case kept getting more crazy and crazy. Hello, I had to cover it. I know her. Say, hey Nick. Yeah, the cases. I'm like, dang, they still didn't bring this dude for question. What more does he gotta do? Let's figure this out. Register. Right. Everything's in the forefront now. It's crazy. The media's in a rush right now with this Charlie stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now this Celeste, you a 15-year-old girl, found in the trunk, no answers. Like I forget you. Like, how can we even get answers when you ain't even bringing the main guy in for questions? That's what the community needs to start asking. And I see people asking that too. Like, there's a lot of articles now. Why isn't he being brought in? Why hasn't he been questioned? Why hasn't he been arrested? Oh, the body's been sitting too long. Since when did cops have, they make up a reason, man? The last person seen with her, she's a minor, she's not an adult. That's a reason itself, no? He owned a Tesla. It's a brand new car. It's not a car that has 5 owners on it. Right? Am I tripping? The insurance on that car is a freaking cost a lot of money. Who else can afford that? Who's been paying the insurance? We need answers. And if it was insured, why was the cops... And if it was uninsured, why was the cops giving it tickets and letting the car sit there this whole time? Knowing that nobody was driving it because it was collecting dust. Yeah, family's been pretty quiet too. That's another thing I'm thinking too in my head. What do y'all think? Ain't no mama duck, that's for sure. Yeah, I was seeing mama duck, huh? She don't care how her son went. She went and got justice. 5 people went down. Grown men doing life. Right, exactly. That's why the AI thing went through my head too. Like, is this girl an AI thing or something? No videos, no family. What friend said what? Because I don't see no friend saying nothing. Then they got her with her near her friends. He's with one, like, big fat kid. Oh, some big kid. Something ain't right. I don't know. You're right. Family's too quiet. Are they actors? Are they real? What's going on? Yeah, it is weird. Like I said, I don't know who this guy is. We're all just pretty much finding out about him. I probably should have digged a little deeper. This person's stopping right here. Before I made this video. Cause who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Who's behind him? Who knows him? Because for him not to be brought in for questioning is just ridiculous. You ain't gonna get no answers. You don't ask the right questions, right or wrong. Him just being him being with the girl alone should be enough, evidence to want to question him, right? You with a minor, you got the same tattoos, you was in a loving relationship, the girl was found dismembered. You know what I'm saying? That's normal to question that person. You question all her friends, which she probably don't even got a lot of friends. She runs away. Where'd she say she used to go? To her friends. I'm going to David. Allegedly, right? Come on now. Sounds like an obsession or something. That's what I keep thinking too. Was he obsessed or something? I don't know. Remember the message they leaked too where he said, it didn't look, I don't know how real it looked, but it said, what did it say? You're not going home. Or she said, I want to go home to him. Remember that? So there was a message where he said, I want to go home. She said, I want to go home. I don't know why she would text him that, right? So that's why it looked a little weird. But could have been a text. Could have been real. He was a YouTuber chasing that fame. I'm telling you, try to YNW Melly. Romantic homicide. Come on now. Don't forget, everybody, if you ain't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Once I hit 40,000, I'm going to do a live drawing on YouTube Live, and we're going to pick somebody to win $200. So make sure you subscribe so you have a free chance to win $200. We turning up this winter. But yeah, these kids rubs me the wrong way. There's so many articles out on it when I put on my TV. News is all on it now. Content creators been on it. Thank you for the support together. I appreciate it. Chunky. Yeah. What do you think about this case, Chunky? Have you been hearing it? Yep. I think he needs to be at least brought in for question. And it's just mind-boggling to me with all the stuff that's already a coincidence. Why the hell hasn't he been brought in for questioning? Everybody's talking about, oh, it's such a coincidence he owned a Tesla. It's such a coincidence he dated the 15-year-old girl. He had the tattoo on his hand, same as her. He was seen with her last behind the tour. And then he's got a stunt double. They were together. Why hasn't he been questioned then? You know what I'm saying? It makes no goddamn sense. Alright, if you don't got the evidence, don't arrest him. But why ain't he being questioned? Ask him some damn questions. You know what I mean? Do y'all not want the answers? First of all, like I said, a Tesla, I don't understand. Like, this case seems serious enough to me together where we seen cases before where they've hacked iPhones and Apple said no and they went and jailbroke the phone themselves to get through the phone. So I don't know why they can't go through Tesla, which Elon Musk, whatever, which I'm sure they helped a lot of cases before, and see where that car left from the last time it moved. Because Teslas are real good with GPS. They real surveillance too. Yup, never heard of him neither. That's another red flag. That's another red flag too. So it's not like this rapper was already fame, fortune, and well known. He didn't have the well known part yet. Maybe he didn't even have the fame yet. Maybe he didn't even have the fortune. And now his song's starting to go #1. Now they're starting to speak of him, which equals streams, which equals clicks. I don't know. I think it's deeper than all that too. But I don't know. That's what I keep thinking too. If it's deeper than all that, why are you making a song? Why are you rubbing it in people's faces with the video in the trunk? You know what I mean? In your music video. Why are you putting on the wig of her so people can look into it when they go and find out what happened to her? You know what I'm saying? Why are you getting this? I don't know. Allegedly, something happened or he's so obsessed, he told some mafia dude, let's just say mafia people, boss, allegedly, you know, got him like a fish, leave him over there in the back. Now they can't find the fingerprints. The thing's been too long. Maybe it was done by people who did it before. I don't know the mafia to be leaving things in the trunk though. Usually they swimming with the fishes, if anything, but you know what I'm saying? And then, alright, I'm gonna go on a world tour. This is all allegedly, what if? I'm gonna go on a world tour and play it off, and this is my alibi. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Everything's just too much. He don't even seem phased. And he was so obsessed, getting tattoos recently, going to her neighborhood. Why haven't you been talking about her recently? Imagine if this was all promotion. Nah. That's why I'm like, why ain't this dude arrested yet? This shit promotion? What's going on? Not even just arrested, but asked questions, bro. This is your Tesla. Who'd you give it to? You know what I'm saying? Who'd you leave control? Just like if my car is found anywhere at up the street and crashed into a tree, they're gonna come looking for me because it's my car, right or wrong. If my car is involved in a hit and run and the guy calls the license plate in, it's gonna come back to me. They're gonna come looking for me because it's my car. So vice versa with him. If something's found in his car, they should be going to look for him. Instead, they're letting this guy stay, lawyer up, and just stay away, which it's the opposite of what they usually do, because they're leaking out evidence, everything they know. He could get rid of things right now. He could leave if he wanted right now. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff that they usually don't want you to do. And that's why they go after you, like P. Diddy allegedly. Like, he could be covering things up right now. He could be writing alibis, telling people shit. That's why you gotta fresh grab him. It's not like y'all ain't got a reason. Like I said, who's paying that insurance on that Tesla? That shit ain't cheap. And if nobody was paying, what'd you do with it? You just left it, and who'd you give it to? That was, you said the family he sold. That makes sense too. No, but and then they kept saying she ran away from home maybe to make it sound good. From what her friends saying, she wasn't shy about this kid. She mentioned his name a lot. So that means she was pretty probably obsessed too if she mentioned his name a lot and he's an older age. And he knows that it could mess his career up if it gets out. But what drives somebody to do that? You know what I mean? In that horrific way. You know what I mean? That makes songs about it too. Like, another thing, if you cared about somebody and that happened, think about this together. If you cared about somebody and that happened, and that's how the person was found, wouldn't the last thing you want to be doing is throwing somebody in a trunk in your music videos? You know what I'm saying? Or the last thing you would want to be doing is making a romantic homicide. Come on now. And then he did a bunch of other crazy things too. I can't think of right now off the top. But showed up in her neighborhood a couple times too, talking to her friends. Remember there was stories too, like at first, you know what's crazy? At first they were trying to be against him, and now everybody's like on his side. Cause at first the media was like he was paying the friends off. How did this guy not get questioned by the police? First they said he was paying the friends off. They showed a picture of him in the neighborhood, right? With near the friends. Which, you know what I mean? Boom, right there he was talking to the minor, allegedly. That's crazy. Man, so let's wait for that autopsy. It's also a coincidence too, chat, that autopsy hasn't came back yet. Still, whatever you want to say, admissible. So it doesn't say homicide yet, or which obviously it is because the shit's dismembered. Like, what do they think we're stupid? This is what I mean about me making common sense out this nonsense. Like, obviously, it's a homicide. The body's in a trunk. It's not a suicide. Come on now. It's not a OD. Like, that, they're like, we gotta wait for the autopsy before we start anything. Since when? The first 40, that's not how the first 48 work. Start now asking questions, doing your due diligence. You don't need the damn autopsy for something like that. It's been sitting in the trunk for 2-3 months now. You know what I'm saying? Rotten. Whose trunk is that? That ain't no Toyota. That ain't no hoopty. That ain't no car everybody uses in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? That's a Tesla. I'm sure certain people drove that car. Few people. Not to mention, and this is the last thing I'm going to say before I end this video. Do not think that that car is not like what's in our hands right now, an iPhone. Or even better. That car is just like an iPhone or an Android. You know how when you go do a crime and they say leave your phones at home because it's like you telling on yourself, it's pretty much a GPS. It pings off the towers and does all that. That's the same thing with your Tesla, but worse. That shit is a GPS. If you lost somewhere, you could press a button, they could find you. Your car's stolen, you supposed to call Tesla. They could get your car right back with the GPS. There's active cameras on the GPS. They used it to solve Julio Fulio's crime. A rapper that was coming out of a nightclub drunk on his birthday, and guys came out the hotel and deleted him, and this random Tesla that was parked there solved the case, and they was able to get the camera for that. But this 15-year-old girl, mind you, he was Julio Fulio, an alleged gang member, you know what I mean? Active in the streets, allegedly. But this 15-year-old girl that was dismembered, sitting in the trunk, y'all can't do that for her? Makes the Tesla look kind of evil, too. Know the brand? Like, maybe they should step up. Like, I don't think Apple would probably say no to that. Apple's good on privacy. They say no, like, when they want their records and stuff. But for some things, they do say yeah about. But yeah, this whole thing is weird, y'all, right? The whole thing is weird. Where was the battery charged at? Is the battery charged? Teslas ain't no cheap neither. Look at the Tesla, all the last recent locations, calls, you know what I'm saying? All that shit's probably in there. There should be a shitload of evidence coming out in the next couple of days if they haven't brought this dude in yet. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe they found something we don't know about in the car, a phone, I don't know. What's crazy is they saying she was having a kid at first. Now all of a sudden she ain't having a kid neither. Like, how did you get that wrong? But, that was a little weird. Then you seen there was another junkyard? Or the same one with somebody else found in the trunk too? It was like, I don't know if it was the same day or a week later, but another junkyard, like in the same city, somebody was found in the trunk too. Then they try to release that one video of her arguing with that guy. What'd you think about that? Looked official? She's arguing with that guy. He looked like he could have been in a gang. And I think she played Ding Dong Ditch or something, and he said, go home. Some people said he knew that she was a runaway. That's why he said, go home. Yeah. Oh, yeah, when the battery died. Or they could have did it when they left it on. The battery's probably going to die eventually, too, if it be sitting there so long, I bet. It ain't like gas, so I probably bet it probably loses charges, too. Crazy. But you know what's crazy? Like, nobody tried to drive it into the water. You had it dismembered. You ain't try to put it in the water. Nowhere. You left it in a car. It's definitely going to be found in a car, right? It's not going to disappear. Especially if the car's not insured. Like, a cop's going to drive by once they run the plates for it being there. Boom. It's getting towed. Like, that's like a stupid place, no? Yeah, that's crazy. That's why, like, I can't even picture he did that. Did he hire somebody to do it? That a professional? You know what I mean? Was he obsessed over something? Did he hire a professional to do it? Yup, that's what I'm saying. And then that still answers all my question. Why his car was involved, why he was seen with her last. It's not like she was seen with multiple adults. She was on Match.com or some shit. You know what I mean? It's not like she was known as the neighborhood girl. Come on, we gotta be, we gotta be. I'm just trying to make sense out the nonsense. Like, if her own family knew about it, they got the same tattoos on their finger. He got her on stream. Like, isn't that a crime in that state right there? That should be called for questions right there. Bro, you're not right in the head. You hanging out with this 15-year-old on stream. You knew her since she was 11 years old, grooming her allegedly. And they ain't questioning this dude? A Tesla. Not everybody can own a Tesla. You need money. He's on a world tour rapper. Who else? It's his Tesla. He was just seen in the neighborhood. That's like the only barely some of the pictures we got of him. He might, like, what do y'all want him to escape at this time? At this point, take his, allegedly he could unalive himself. I don't know. There's been people who've been loved and obsessed that have done that, no? Oh, I love you, so nobody can have you, or some crazy stuff. Or they get into an argument, a fight, and it gets too out of control. Because it happens too many times. That's why they say don't let it keep happening, because it might be the last time if you were an abusive person. Yeah. So abusive relationships, they usually, sometimes they push each other to the edge, so with knives, almost taking each other's lives, and they still go back to each other. Like Whitney Houston and, Bobby. But, yeah, something ain't right, bro. Something ain't right. What's he, 24? David, huh? And they still calling him with the 4, too. David with a 4, they still calling him. Not even calling him by his real name yet. Not even, you know what else is weird, too? Like, the cops ain't even treating it like a crime. Like, have you seen this girl with anybody in the last couple weeks? That should be a question the cops put out or something, right? That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't even heard the news or the people ask that. Like, has anybody seen this girl in the last couple of weeks? Or was she with anybody in the last couple of weeks? No, she's just been sitting in the car the last couple of weeks. All right, before that, who was she with? What was she doing? She's playing Ding Dong Ditch in the dock by herself. That was a little weird, right? So let's make sense out that video. So the video they showed us some gangbangers who are sitting in the front. They're telling us she rang their bell. Somehow ends up back in the front yelling at them after she rang their bell while they're all out there and mouthing off at them by herself. That's a little weird. So why is she, if she's playing Ding Dong Ditch, why is she going back to the spot? You play Ding Dong Ditch and you run away. She playing Ding Dong Ditch, she come back and she's mouthing off. Not to mention these are people that could probably hurt her. He's got a wife out there. He looks like he's part of a gang. She's 15. Maybe they possibly know each other. Was he a runaway? Was she a runaway possibly staying there? You know what I'm saying? And he was saying, go home or something. It could have been more than Ding Dong Ditch. Who knows? Yeah. That's the only thing we got. But that's another question. Who was she with? If she wasn't with that dude, which she probably wasn't with because she was playing Ding Dong Ditch and they were cussing each other out. He's saying go home. Maybe she was with David, allegedly, somebody else. And he knows that's not, she's with an old dude. That's not where she's supposed to be. So he's saying go home. Who knows? But why would she be starting trouble? Also, if you're supposed to be low-key at his place, maybe there must have been a reason, or there could have been a reason why she was messing with those people. And they can't record it, because maybe they can't record it, that's what they got. That's crazy. How long she sat there is insane to freaking car. I never seen a Tesla go that long without the cops running its plates to see who's it insured to. Why is the Tesla just sitting here? You know what I'm saying? A Tesla, if it's in the same spot for 2 days, a cop's gonna run its place. Why is this? Who's this? Who owns this Tesla? First of all, is it a drug dealer? Is it a business owner? Did it get stolen because it's parked in this odd spot? We usually don't have a lot of Teslas parked here. You know what I mean? That's what cops think of. Is it stolen? Let me try to, you know, solve something, do something. You know what I mean? Nobody, oh, let me come back in 30 days and put another ticket on it. What? I guess maybe if it's registered insured, then you can't do anything about it. But not even walk in and look into it or nothing, like, and then get a whiff of it. The thing, you seen the dust on that car? And like I said, the insurance must be expensive on that. So that's what the cops is gonna want to do. They're gonna want to check insurance because they're gonna know people probably less likely to have insurance on that car and pay because it's so much money. Plus, they nosy. They want to see whose car it is. Is it somebody with a job? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true too. But I'm sure they do see if it's insured at least, right? Especially if it's taking up parking spots and shit. And you know another thing we also got to talk about? Why wasn't the Tesla reported stolen? Like I said, Tesla, you supposed to report it stolen to Tesla because they got GPS. So that means the only reason that could be is if he gave the car away, right? That's the only thing that explains why the cameras were maybe shut off, why they weren't used, why he didn't report it stolen, so it wasn't found for this long. You know what I mean? Another good thing to check, was he making his effort going out his way to try to contact her during all this? You know what I mean? They didn't even subpoena his phones, nothing. Imagine that. All you have to do, since they got pictures of him in her neighborhood and the kids saying that he was there asking for her, then they're telling us he's paying for bribes and all that stuff, but you still ain't questioning the guy? It makes no sense. Right or wrong. So he should be brought in and questioned, the bare minimum. Then the songs, it's getting creepy. I'm gonna say that. Like his song is back on the charts. It's called Romantic Homicide. Bro, the title says it all. A romantic homicide. And he kept pushing that theory. He's rapping to a girl that, like, he unalived and stuff like that. It's sick. Then he got the same tattoo as that. I go, shh. And then, like I said, follow the traits, follow the patterns. Every detective and every cop knows that. I'm thinking like a detective now. They know this guy, he's 24 with a 14-year-old, allegedly grooming an 11-year-old. You know what I'm saying? He's not all there. He's not right in the head. So that's a red flag already. Why isn't he being brought in for questioning for, okay, what was you doing with this, grooming this girl? Okay, what's the last thing that happened between y'all? Because she was just found dismembered. You know what I'm saying? That's normal. And you tell me y'all ain't even do that to the guy whose car she was found in? You know who's in crooked too? They say, see the alphabet boys, CIA, the LAPD, the NYPD. Cause it's seeming like they don't give a shit. You ain't even questioning the main dude. Like, would she run from home, do something, and then that? Imagine that. Imagine some corrupted, sick cop just did it. Knew he'd never get caught. Shit, imagine that. No, who would think of that? Some corrupted, sick cop she mouthed off to. Looked like she had a bad attitude in that video. Oh, nobody's gonna know this would happen. Something right out of a horror movie. Oh, they'll blame David for it. And the Cops try to cover it up. Something's going on again. Unless, I don't know. Them saying he hasn't been brought in yet because y'all don't got enough evidence kind of seems like a lie to me. Because, like I said, just him being with a minor and y'all having proof, y'all told us out y'all mouths that he was like giving bribes out to her friends to be quiet about the situation. So is that not like a reason to question him and bring him in? Alright, may not be for an arrest, but y'all can question him and bring him in. You know what I'm saying? This is getting crazy. Then y'all gonna tell us, oh, but the autopsy's inclusive. What do you think happened? It's in pieces. My thing is, could have been nobody like her family. Because it was his car. So that would be out the picture. It couldn't be anybody else, like a new boyfriend. Because it was his car. So that would be out the picture, right? Come on, let's make sense out of this. So that's what I keep coming back to him. It has to be him. It can't be, let's just say her twisted six dad or her twisted six stepdad, because she was in this guy's car. How'd she end up in this car? You know what I'm saying? So no matter what you do, what you say, it keeps coming right back to this dude. So my question is, why hasn't the cops at least asked him questions yet? Since when has, he got a lawyer, an excuse not to ask a question? Oh, we don't have enough evidence. What are you talking about? He was with a grooming a 15-year-old. Y'all got him on stream. Y'all got him in the neighborhood. Y'all said he was accepting bribes. Make this shit make sense. You know what I'm saying, yeah? I'm messing with some of these settings over here. Oh shit, lighting on? I didn't know you had lighting. Retouch on. Crazy how you could turn your highlights on. But I'm gonna end this stream. I just wanted to bring up some things. Like I said, I wasn't even gonna talk about this case, this situation, but it's so bizarre, and I just had to say a few things about it. It's like something's like weird. Something's weird about it. Something sinister. This guy hasn't even been questioned, never mind arrested, and it was his car she was found in. You know what I'm saying? No problem, Chunky. We gonna hook you up with a moderation soon. Just stay loyal, brother. Thank you for the support also. I appreciate it. We gonna mod you in here soon. Maybe next live I got you. We try to build a nice tight dick gang on YouTube again. Yeah. Alright, everybody, I'm out. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, get a chance to win 200. And if I get any updates on this case, I'm gonna let you know. Let's see if they bring them in for questioning. If they don't, I'm gonna still be thinking in my head, just know that. Why the hell not? Only he can answer. Ain't nobody else can answer, like, who did he give that car to, who the car was insured to, because it's his car. I can't see any other boyfriends riding his car. I can't see her family riding his car. I can see maybe somebody he knows riding his car. So that's why the hell is he not being questioned? Period. But y'all already know what this is, y'all. We making common sense out the nonsense. I'm out of here, boys and girls. Gang, gang. See y'all.